Fourth wall, what's up, bro? You up? How you doing, man? Batman Forever. Let's see. Vanessa, how you doing, Vanessa? Top of the morning to y'all, man. How y'all feeling? You awake? A difference between being up and awake, right? I understand that. I see where you're going with that. How the guy say, I understand it now. All right, a little bone broth. We're going to warm that up. But today we're going to talk about is mental growth. Is it a choice or is it premeditated, y'all? All right. Is mental growth a choice or is it just what it is? Just saw the comments here. All messages. All right. So I see Vanessa. I see fourth wall. How y'all feeling? We give people a chance to come through. So we're gonna let it brew for a hot second. But I made some good steak last night, man. I made some real good steak last night. So steak and eggs it is. With a little piece of salmon too. That wouldn't be bad. Now do me a favor and smash that like button for your boy. I would greatly appreciate that. Send you a plate of the steak. You saw the steak in the Discord, bro? Once you find out how I can send you a plate, I got you, bro. I'm gonna do it ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Once you give me the way, I'm gonna do it ASAP, bro. I say y'all do me a favor, smash that like button on the way in. But most of all, answer the poll question. Is mental growth, is it a choice or is it premeditated, y'all? What y'all think? I know a lot of people think that it's a choice. I know a lot of people think that you're just born with it. But we're going to talk about it today, y'all. Welcome to the Breakfast Club. We talk breakfast, but we also talk wisdom. Let's go. What's going on, Egg? How you doing, Egg? Are you having eggs for breakfast, Egg? All right, so you're doing great, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, so we're going to talk about it. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Egg, what do you think? Is mental growth a choice, or it just is what it is? Is mental health or mental growth a choice, or is it just what it is? Who I am is who I've always been, and that's just what it is. What do y'all think, man? You don't know what mental growth means, bro? Well, you're in the right spot. That means growth in your mind, bro. that's growth in the mind, brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what mental health or mental growth means. That's funny, bro. You don't know what mental growth means, bro? Come on, man. Mental growth is when you're striving to become the best version of yourself. And it's not saying that life is perfect. It's saying that you are just working at it. That's what mental health or mental growth really, really means. But I'm open to other viewpoints. A lot of people think that, depending on your environment, the mindset that you have is the mindset you always will have. So I know there's different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Batman forever. DJ M, how you doing? DJ M, how you doing, man? Hit that like button and let me know what you think about the poll question, man. Is mental growth a choice, or is it just something that we just have? Are we just only a product of our environment, or can we learn from our environment? That's the question, y'all. Where are my thinkers at this morning? Where are my thinkers? I need my thinkers to touch down, man. You got a Venom steel mug? That's what's up, bro. And this one right here, it changes color when it gets hot. So when it's hot, this turns like brown. Kind of like that colorish. All right, Egg, easy, man. So let's get back to the question. Is mental growth a choice, or is it just what it is? Right? That's the question. John Peter, what's going on? Where my thinkers at this morning? Where my thinkers at? Y'all see that steak staking? Got to make sure Mama Queen and Baby Queen get some grub. Choice and environment. Okay. So is it environment initially and then it becomes choice? Or maybe you can elaborate a little bit on that for me. Fourth wall. Maybe you can elaborate a little bit on that for me, fourth wall. Let me know how you're thinking about that one. Because I do believe we're a product of our environment. I do. I do believe that. But I do think we have a choice at a certain point, even when it's our environment. I think we get to a certain age, we can start making our own choices, and we don't have to take on the mindset of our environment. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. Let's go. Let's go. You went to sleep in the morning. That's when you're supposed to sleep. When else are you supposed to sleep, brother? Where my morning thinkers at? What's up, sunny day? I'm not sure what you're saying, but top of the morning. Menu, how you doing, Menu? What's going on? The lighting like that. Sophia, ciao. What's up, Sophia? Okay, fourth wall says you can choose to mental health growth all you want, but if you're near bad people or bad place, your growth will be stunted. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. But fourth wall, can't you get from around those people at a certain age of fourth wall? Don't you get to a certain age where you can kind of make your own decisions? Because I think at some point it's a choice to stay there. You know what I'm saying? At some point it's a stuck. It's a choice to stay there. I was organizing Russian. Russian. Okay, sunny day. Okay. Sunny day. Is growth a choice, or is it just is what it is? Is growth a choice, or is it just what it is? Johnny Redwine, what's going on? Redwine, what's happening? What's up? You doing good, Sophia? I'm glad to hear it. Y'all do me a favor and answer that poll question. That way we can spice up the conversation. Is growth a choice, or is it just what it is, y'all? Hey, buddy, if you got a minute, I got a couple questions. We're actually on a poll question, Johnny Redwine. I don't really want to go like one on one, just like in the live like that, because it'll take away from the question. Yeah, we do have opportunities like that in Discord, though, Johnny Redwine. But I just don't want to shift it totally like that. All right, let me drop these eggs in here. I gotta pay attention too, because the butter getting hot, y'all. Okay, I got you. It's a natural thing if you live right. Okay, lightning. I'm doing pretty good. How you doing? Yeah, that certain age, but people. Fourth wall. So, are you saying that the damage cannot be reversed? Fourth wall. Is that what you're saying? Fourth wall. Yes. Red wine. If it's physical, it would be like a maybe you need to jump in Discord for that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Okay. No, I didn't mean it like that. No, no, no. I get what you're saying. It's no beef. It's good. You know what I'm saying? Joe Shasky, he is definitely sad this morning. You guys pray for Joe Shasky. We're gonna put him in timeout for a couple of seconds, let his brain come from losing its mental capacity. No, I know what you mean, Johnny Redwine. I just didn't want to take the conversation from the conversation, but you can chime in on it. Do you think that mental health or mental growth is mental growth a choice, or is mental growth just comes from our environment? It just is what it is. I'm going to chime in, but I want the chat to chime in first because I know what I think, but I want to know what you think. If you're new here, consider hitting the like button, consider subscribing. Welcome to the Breakfast Club, where we eat breakfast, but we also eat wisdom. Let's go. Let's go. We're trying to keep going and growing. That's the motto here, baby. So if you came for growth, you came to the right place. It can be undone. Fourth wall. I think I'm gonna be honest with you. Can I be honest with you? Fourth wall. Fourth wall. Can I be honest with you? Let me know if I can be honest with you, and I will. Let me know if I can be honest, baby. All right, we got the eggs rolling. Got you. We're on mental stuff. Yes. Currently, we on a couple mental things. I try to keep it going in that direction. YT Stacks, what up? Some people get stuck in the loop. Right. You're right about that fourth wall. But being stuck in a loop does not mean it can't change. It just means that it's not changing right now. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's not changing doesn't mean it can't change. There's a lot of people stuck in loops and cycles. And the biggest cycle is not your environment. The biggest cycle is in your mind. That's your biggest cycle. The biggest cycle is the mental one, not what people are doing, not your environment. Your environment plays a vital role. It's huge, right? But to say that you can't learn and grow because of your environment, I think that's very limiting. I think you can grow from your environment, and I also think that you can grow out of your environment. You can choose not to be like the environment at times. Come home. There you go. There you go, Johnny Redwine. Dominic, top of the morning to you and the people you have in your environment. That's right. Nero Sean, what up? I think at some point you can change your environment, especially if you're of age to, you know, work and also provide for yourself. I think eventually you can break out of certain environments. Um, to say that because this is how you grew up, it has to stay like that. I think it's a very limiting belief, guys. I understand why some people believe it, but I think it's a very limiting one. You know what I'm saying? I think that if I let my environment dictate my whole life, um, then I'm letting my past, I'm letting things that I can no longer control, I'm letting it control my future. You know what I'm saying? Right? you're choosing not to change. There you go. There you go. So you're saying, like, kids, for example, let's just say you live in a bad environment by the time you're 18, damage can be undone, but at that point, it's a longer process. It might be a longer process, fourth wall, but everything in life is process. That's the problem. Everybody wants microwave results. Everybody wants the results yesterday. They don't realize it took years for the damage to be done. So you're going to have to go through a process the same way you went through that negative process. You're going to have to go through a positive process. And they don't always feel good to you, even though it's very good for you. You understand what I'm saying? So to look at the environment and be like, hey, I'm just limited to what happened to me when I was a kid. And by the way, a lot of things happened to me when I was a kid. So I'm not talking to you from a standpoint of not understanding. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking to you from a standpoint of I went through it. And there's things that I still go through with family members and things like that. Obviously, I control the access that I give everybody. You have to do that. But I guess what I'm trying to say is you can choose to get from around people, places, and things that take away from your growth. You know, I was talking to a guy the other day, and he hates his job. He's like, he hates it. I hate my job. He's like, I hate my job. My job is terrible. It's negative. It's this. It's that. Right. And a whole lot of things have happened to me as well. I decided to say when I was very young. There you go, Johnny. There you go. Uh, I was talking to a coworker. I was on a job, and I was talking to a coworker one time, and he was telling me how much he hates the job. I hate it. It's driving me crazy. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Right. And I looked at that guy and I have a question for you. I said, did you sign an application up for the job, or did the job sign an application for you? Right? Did you sign up for the job yourself, or did the job sign up for you? Did the job call you and say, hey, I need you? So I told him, I said, well, if he says, I signed up for the job, of course. I said, well, guess what? If you hate the job, guess what you can do? You can find something else to do, bro. Yeah, but I've been here for so long. I said, yeah, but you hate it. What is the point of continuing in something that you hate? That's a relationship. That's even being around certain family members. If you can't stand to be around them, you can move your environment. If you don't like that job, guess what? Everybody's not working at your job. You can find another one. Oh, but it's so hard. Okay, well, you just want to complain. You don't want to change. You know what I'm saying? I say, well, since you just want to complain, bro, ain't nothing for me to. There's no way I can help you because you don't really want to change. You just want to complain. You just want everyone to know how much you hate it, but you don't want to resolve what you hate. Let's see, Johnny Ray, you can always pull that rock off your foot that's weighing you down, or you can choose to wear that rock. That's it. That's it. If Red Ron says at that point some people still choose mental growth and others don't, that's what I'm trying to get at. Yes, it still doesn't take away from the fact that it's a choice. That's the fact. Whether you are in it for 20 years, whether you're in it for 30 years, whether you're in it for 40 years, it's a choice. I'll give you an example, guys. Let me tell you how I know it's a choice. I always use this picture as an example because this is proof that it's a choice. So let me pull it up for you guys. Here's the green screen. I want to complain 40%. I hear you, bro. All right, let me show you guys how I know it's a choice. This guy made a change at 72. Oh man, the full picture's not on there. This guy, uh, the full picture's not on there, guys, so I can't show it. That's a bummer. trying to show you guys the full picture of this guy before and after. He started fitness when he was 72, guys. Made lifestyle changes at 72. Okay? 72, he made lifestyle changes. I got to find a way to show you guys the full picture, but I got to get out the way. All right, this guy, you can't really see his body on the left, but this guy started fitness when he was 72. Over here, he was very out of shape. He was 65 pounds heavier. On the right side, that's a picture of him at 73 and a half. Okay. So this guy literally went from, matter of fact, I'm going to get a better picture. This guy literally went from totally not thinking about exercise, totally being on another trajectory, to actually making a change. Literally. You know what I'm saying? It started in his mind, and then it started to change in his body. And guess what? He grew up without fitness being a priority for him. Doors, what up, bro? I'm gonna show y'all the full picture. I gotta pull it up on my tablet though. You know what I'm saying? Just shrink the picture. It's hard to shrink it on the green screen. I don't know if you did it on live stream. It's kind of hard. But I got the picture right here, so it's no problem. But let me show y'all what I'm saying. Appreciate you, Tyler. Morning to you. So let me show y'all the difference, right? So when people say, environment, I agree that your environment starts the process, right? But I think at some point you can make a decision to make different choices. You can start. You know what I'm saying? You can start. So let me show y'all this gentleman who started his journey. I like to use his story because he started his journey at 72. Most people on the stream are not 72, guys. That I know. So when I see people that start their journey late in life, it just lets you know that you got an opportunity. I'm 70, obese. I'm doing 36 hours fast. We'll be starting sprinting when I get back. That's what's up, Curtis. Ken G's, what up? Appreciate you, Tyler. Never too old to make a change. That's right. Doors, shout out to you. BP, I see you. Neuroshan, I see you. All right, let me pull up this photo so you guys can see the transformation, the full transformation. I show this picture a lot because it's powerful, man. You can start at any age. It's not too late. Regardless of your environment, you can make positive changes incrementally. You can make little changes here and there, but it starts in the mind and then the body follows, y'all. All right, let me pull this up. Here it is, guys. Started his fitness journey at 72, and this is him at 73 with no testosterone replacement. This is without any Ozempic shots. This is without any, matter of fact, he did diet and weight training. He did zero cardio. He started at 72, and this is him at 73. Okay, guess what he did, guys? He gave up alcohol, right? We worked with him. We worked with his mental condition. He gave up alcohol, right? And then he lost 65 pounds and turned from this to that. So I'm not telling people what I think. I'm telling them what I know, yo. It can change. It can happen. It can change, you know? And this is not me not paying attention to people going through things. Everybody goes through stuff, yo. This is me saying, even though you're going through stuff, there's still hope for you, right? Don't let your environment, don't let things that you went through still hold you hostage. You already went through it. Thank you, Curtis. Thank you, Aunt Mosey. Good to see you guys. Past is over future and Neuroshan. I agree with that. I agree with that. Doors. He looks much younger. He got his life back, y'all. He changed his mind and got his life back. I can never, I can never not know that story. I can never look at somebody and say, you know what, life is over for you. I've seen it already. He's not the only one, by the way. I've seen people in their 50s, in their 60s that made a change. You're a carnivore? Listen, whatever works, bro. Whatever works. It's not that easy. It takes work, and some people don't want to do the work. That's right. It is the microwave mentality, guys. That's what it is. It's the microwave mentality. Everybody wants things overnight, and I get it. It's a societal mindset, so I totally get it, guys. But just because it's the norm, it doesn't mean we got to be normal, y'all. We can be abnormal and still grow. Matter of fact, if you abnormal, you're gonna grow more than if you was normal. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just a friendly reminder that guess what? Change can happen and change will happen. That's all I am. You know, growth is not always normal. People usually say who I am is who I'm gonna be. You know what I mean? What's good, Chosen? How you feeling? Shout out to you. If you get your mind right, your body will follow along naturally because a sick mind makes a sick body. I like that, Johnny Redworm. Yeah, it is. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I think that goes with what you value in life. I'm gonna drop this nice little plate off to the girls. They're gonna share that. You all good, man? Shout out to you, Chosen. I'm trying to give a more broader perspective, not trying to argue. Fourth wall, I get your perspective. Remember, we talk a lot, so I kind of know your perspective. I guess what I'm trying to do is say, because I ain't argue with you either. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I think a lot of people are they're stuck in limiting beliefs, and when you give them nuance or you give them a broader perspective, I think people start to malfunction because a lot of people are comfortable in dysfunction. You know what I mean? And there's no way I'm gonna get on here and coddle the dysfunction. I got things to do. I could be doing other things. I'm not gonna coddle dysfunction. I'm gonna show love, but I'm gonna show motivation. And that's what it's about. Threw out my microwave literally. I cooked meat, fish, egg. That's what's up. That's what's up. Curtis Walton, make sure you come back and let us know your results, man. I'm sure they are loading, bro. I'm sure the results are loaded, man. I'm a weirdo that grows. That's what my husband says. I'm a weirdo that grows. What do you mean by that, Miss Redwine? Yeah, Curtis Walton, you definitely gotta change the respect. Now you good, bro. Fourth wall. I think we've had conversations in the past, and I think sometimes the things that are posed can be looked to or looked at as limiting beliefs. You understand what I'm saying? And I definitely don't want to be a person with limiting beliefs. I don't think that's good for long-term growth. What's up, girls? Here y'all go. You guys just spread that out on that one. But y'all got a nice little spread over there. Enjoy. What's up, beautiful? You okay? Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Now time for me to get the rest of my stuff going. Well, welcome to the Breakfast Club, you guys. This is where we come to eat breakfast, but we also eat wisdom, guys. We don't want to just eat food and not eat food for the mind. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's see. You have to realize your mind carries everything. Right? There you go, Johnny. See, we got the smart group in here today, y'all. Shout out to the smart group. I'll be back 100%. 3 p.m. I got to get in this week time for bed. Okay, great to meet you too, Curtis Walton. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. I got a simple breakfast this morning. I got some steak. I got some eggs. I got some sourdough. I'm going to make a smoothie with this, and that'll complete my breakfast for the day. What are you guys having today? Is it dinner or is it breakfast where you live right now? Is it dinner or breakfast? Or it can be bedtime. It could be either one. It can be dinner, breakfast, or bedtime. But the mental, I showed that picture so people can see. Listen, if you're still alive, you still got a chance. If you're still alive, you still got a chance, man. That's all I'm saying. If you're alive, you got a chance, man. Because he said it's evening here. So are you about to have dinner, cool now? You know what I'm saying? Are you about to have dinner? It's work time where you at. That's what's up. Work time is good. Work time gives you independence. Work with your hands. If you don't work, you don't eat. Fred, I'm not sure what you're saying, Fred, but top of the morning to you, Fred, because he said if I wasn't as hilarious and what he certifies as crazy, I wouldn't be right. If that makes sense. It kind of makes sense, Johnny. I'm kind of with you, but I'm also kind of lost, if I'm being honest. I'm a little lost, baby. Listen, I got some extra. I got some more of this beet powder, man. This beet powder right here. Hey, Chosen, I appreciate you, Chosen. Chosen, are you new here or you been here for some time, Chosen? I appreciate you. That's what I try to bring to the internet space. I'm trying to get the people from being bots to also being people that can think for themselves, being individuals that believe in growth, that can start to believe in themselves again, guys. That's my hope. That's my dream. I want the game to be believers, people that believe that they can keep going and keep growing, guys. But I just got this. Amazon brought it, and I'm so happy I didn't run out. The mixed berry beet powder. Chosen, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you coming by and listening to the guy. But like Cool Now said, it's smoothie time. I try to load up on the essentials when it comes to the things I use all the time. So I'm always gonna have extra bags. Or you're new, appreciate you, Chosen. Appreciate you. Hey, Chosen, if you don't mind, can you tell me what your handle means? If you don't mind, I would love to know what your handle means. If you don't mind. If you're breathing, you're living. That's right. That's right. Load up on the essentials. Okay. I make a smoothie every morning for hydration, for fiber, for antioxidants. So I'm gonna never try to run out on the essentials. Gotta have you a couple bags of the things that's fueling you, right? Let's go. That piece might be too big. You know what I'm saying? You're awake. Fourth wall, man. You're not alive, bro. You just awake. All right. John Plummer, what's up? Sorry, it's probably the new med. Sorry if I don't make sense. You okay? You're okay. You're trying. And that's all we care about here. The fact that you're trying. That's it. If you keep trying, you ain't gonna lose. I'll tell you that much. All right, so we got the cherry berry blend. Berries low in calories, but high in flavor. Low in sugar, but high in taste. So I don't need to add no sugar, no honey, no nothing to this bad boy. Why? Because I got the beet powder, which has a little bit of stevia in it. Plus I got the fruits. So we're gonna add some of this collagen in here. Collagen makes it creamy, but it's also good for your skin. Neuroshan. I'm not sure what you said, Neuroshan. I'm floating. I'm just a floating conscience on autopilot. Yeah, bro. Floating is cool, but floating just keeps you going and never keeps you anchored. John Plummer says, I'm from Lafayette trying to get into the same thing. What are you trying to get into, John Plummer? What you trying to get into, my brother? Okay, we're going to go beet powder. You feel me? Keep it simple, y'all. Keep your morning simple so you can replicate it. You know what I'm saying? You want to replicate it. You don't want your morning to be so extravagant. You can't replicate these gains. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Lafayette, Louisiana, man. Louisiana, they can't understand the grammar. Shadow Ape says, what are you doing? We are having breakfast. Welcome to the Breakfast Club, where we eat breakfast, but we also eat wisdom. That's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing, Shadow. What are you doing, Shadow? That's the real question. What are you doing? Protein drinks and smoothies. Nice. Nice, John. Keep it going. You're going to have airs every night. It's all good. It's all good. You good, John or Plumber. As long as you're trying, you good. Cherry berry is great. Oh, yeah. Honey, back into the gym. Being a hermit, a fitness hermit. Yes, bills are a thing. Everything is balance, man. I think we're all trying to achieve balance. I think if we're honest with ourselves, everybody is looking to achieve balance. Let me get a good straw here. We can move over to the other side. But y'all check out this smoothie right here, y'all. How that look, man? Looking good, ain't it? Yeah. Shadow says, yeah, what's for breakfast? I'm about to get up almost. I'll ensure I was at almost 7. I'll have ensured that's my body fat. Is that what you're saying, Shadow? What's for breakfast? I'm gonna show you in a second. It's coming right up, Shadow. Look at this smoothie. We got to do a smoothie check. Oh yeah. But the smoothie is smoothieing. Smoothie check. Oh yeah. hmm We get a fork. Okay, we got some eggs. We got some steak. We got some sourdough toast. And we got a smoothie, y'all. We ready for war. At least we will be once we get it in our system. Ensures like protein, vitamin. Oh, okay, I got you. I got you. Where are you from? I'm from Florida, John. Are you new to the stream, John? If you're new to the stream, welcome. We're gonna move this food over here. That way we can get more into this conversation. Looks bomb. Let's go. Let's go. Pennsylvania. What's up, Pennsylvania? How you feeling? By the way, we're on the road to 2K, guys. If you are enjoying the conversation, hit that like button, put your notifications on so you don't miss a beat, y'all. Yeah, fourth wall, you could do calisthenics at home, just like Johnny Redwine saying. Think of it like COVID. When it was COVID, you had to find a way to work out. That's what we got to do sometimes, y'all. We got to work around it. I'm coming out with an acronym for GROW, GROW. Listen, guys, I had a bad injury where I could only use one leg. And one of my legs had what you would call an eye walk on it. So it almost worked its way like a nub. And you know what I did, guys? I used that to still work out. I worked out every day almost, even with that limitation. You know why? Because life will give you lemons sometimes. And you know what? When life gives you lemon, you know what you need to do? You need to cut up a piece of watermelon and make watermelon lemonade. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? When life deals you lemons, you cut up a piece of watermelon or pineapple and you make watermelon pineapple lemonade. That's right. I appreciate you stopping by, John. We are the Grow Gang, man. We come here and we talk things that are of growth and that are of substance. So we love to have new people grow with us. Let's go. All right, I'm going to say grace. Heavenly Father, thank you for this food. Thank you for this day. Bless the hands that prepared it. In Jesus' name, amen. Let's go. You said it looks yummalicious. Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Amen, Shadow. So I keep breakfast super simple, guys. Exercise, breakfast, you're eating. You keep it simple with whole foods. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to lose body fat. You're going to grow muscle. And guess what? You're going to feel less tired, less groggy, and you're going to get better sleep. But who in here believes that mental growth is not a choice? I was going to say take the seeds out the lemon, grow the lemons and sell them for profit. You would say that, fourth wall. Fourth wall always trying to sell something. When life deals you lemons, you add some flavor to it and you make lemonade, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why that's happening. I don't know why that's happening. Some people are saying they have my notifications on, but they're not being notified. I have no idea why that's happening. Doris said, "Find another lemon." I can rock with that too. I like spinach with my eggs. Sometimes I make spinach with my eggs too. Um, I have videos of making it. I like that too. I always have fiber with my breakfast, so this is gonna be my fiber for the morning. I like that. I like that fourth wall. I like that that you grow them. I like that. Shadow says motivation is so hard to find. Shadow, that will be hard to find when you're dealing with so much stuff, you know. But I'll tell you this: whatever ounce you have left, you take that ounce and you bring it to an area that can help nourish that ounce and help you grow. Sometimes we have to realize, right? No man is an island. We must draw our strength from others. Unity builds strength, guys. We come together, we grow. So that's why we're charging up this morning. We're coming together and we're charging up with each other. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Redwine, if I did a poll that says is motivation hard, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think more people would say motivation is hard than it is easy. If I'm being honest. While I totally agree where you're coming from, I totally understand your perspective. I just think most people would say that motivation is hard. Motivation comes and goes. It does. But I'll tell you what, habits come to stay. Mike, what's up, Mike? I got some steak on here too. And I got the infamous smoothie. Strawberry ice. What's up, strawberry? Um, Strawberry. So this is how I think of it, right? If you're morbidly obese, where it's life threatening, and you need something like that to bring your weight down, I think something like that could be healthy or helpful. But I think you need to look at the side effects. What I don't get is when you're not morbidly obese and you think you need some things when really what you need is to push your plate back and lock in on being in a calorie deficit for an extended period of time. I think it can be helpful for a lot of people that are just out of control overweight, but I think a lot of people are just overdoing it right now. Johnny Redwine, do you know any of the side effects? Shadow says, I think what you're describing, Johnny, is determination. I mean, that could be, you could be right, Shadow 8. Um, Mike, you're saying everyone should use it every 5 minutes? Are you just making a joke? We know by your name that you're a jokester, bro. I've seen people lose a lot of weight without Ozempic. I think because Ozempic works so fast, everybody's intrigued by that. But I don't think everybody needs it. Oh, yeah, Mike, what is your thoughts on Ozempic, Mike? I know you're pretty cerebral, so I think anything you put on the market that's going to get people fast results, everybody's going to jump on it. And that's my issue, guys. You want to know my issue? My issue is not that people are on the products, right? My issue is this: everybody jumps on it, right? And then you get like a little thing. I don't know if you guys seen the Cat Williams joke. He's like, you jump on this stuff, everybody's all excited about it, right? And then you get this little infomercial that comes across the screen. We're sorry if any of your loved ones has used our product. Call 1-800 our bad. Call 1-800 our bad. There are some things that we're finding out that our product now causes. And then there you go. Next thing you know, years later, you hear that there's an issue. There was a product back in the day called FinFin, and everybody and their mama was on FinFin, jumping on, getting slim, feeling good. And then guess what? They started to find out that FinFin was causing side effects that took a long time to detect. Listen, I'm not saying everything has side effects, but what I am saying is if it's new and everybody jumping on it, I would go the long way. Never had a problem with weight. I guess my question, Mike, is what do you think about the Ozempic trend? Every day I get out of bed, make that better day than yesterday. Yeah, it's hard. Johnny, yes, it's a journey. It's hard. It is. But guess what? You got to show up for you, though. If you don't show up for you, who's going to show up for you besides me? Determined. So I look at determination as, oh, I'm determined to finish the book. This book, motivation. I look at like I'm going to finish the book. Do I have it right? Huh. I think determination. I think determination beats motivation, though. I think if you're determined, it's regardless of motivation. If you're determined, Goldman's blocks. What's up? I think all trends are cringe, huh? You from Brazil? Shout out to Brazil. Fica com Deus, Goldens or Goldens. Yes, motivation. Motivation is not essential. Spike Roderick says, I agree. Internet trends are the worst, for sure. Like if something's trending, you got to wonder, like, is it the hype behind it, or does it really have my health, long-term health? Is that the forefront? Because when people try to make money, I mean, I don't know if long-term health is a thought at that point. Weird, and my sister was on it. Oh, you're saying that the Ozempic messed her up? Johnny Redwine, are you saying the Ozempic messed her up? I think when it's trending, everybody's going to do it. When it's something that's trending, everybody's going to jump on it. It don't even matter if they pronounce some of the risks and side effects. They're going to do it. They're like, man, look. Tino says, I'm on a diet. I lost 20 pounds. Tino, tell us what you did to lose those 20 pounds. But congratulations, though. He said, no Ozempic. What did you do, bro? 20 pounds is solid. 20 pounds is a solid dumbbell, y'all. When you're carrying an extra 20 pounds, think of yourself carrying around an extra dumbbell. I'm constantly trying to gain weight. Are you trying to gain like muscle, Spike? Tino said he exercised more. Wow, Tino, uphill treadmill 2 hours a day. Wow. Are you also doing weight training, Tino? Or are you just doing the cardio? Losing weight instantly, is it good? Science says 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds a week is healthy. Allie says, do you watch Dexter? Dexter what? Like Dexter's Laboratory? Oh, Spike, you're trying to gain muscle mass. I got you. Well, bulking is definitely more flexible because you don't have to watch your diet as much, you know? You're a powerlifter. Nice. You're doing it, Tino. What's up, Anas? How tall are you? I'm 6 foot. Commander JK, what's up? By the way, guys, we had 19 likes. We're one away from 20. Who's going to be like number 20 for me? Who's going to be like number 20? We got it. Let's go. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking, Commander. There's 20. Appreciate you, Spike. Yeah, Spike, if you're trying to bulk, you got a lot of flexibility on diet because you don't have to worry about diet. If you're working out, it could be muscle mass, fourth. If you're lifting, it could be muscle. So, Tino, because I missed one of your comments, you're going to run? Come on, bro. I'm human. I'm eating and I'm talking to you. Come on, buddy. Yeah, if you're lifting, you definitely putting on some mass. My metabolism is fast, hard to keep off calories. Yes, like you probably got to eat some more slow digesting carbohydrates. If you have a fast metabolism, you need some carbs that take a little longer. Ali says, "Where you from?" I'm from the USA. Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Yeah, I read all five of his comments, and I missed comment six. Doors or Kunal. He was like, "He's missing my comments. I'm out. See ya." I'm from South Boston, but I live in Florida. Hey, Spike, I'm from Florida too, bro. It's hotter than a mug here, ain't it? Wow, Johnny. It did, huh? Wow. Yeah, it is hot, bro. Yeah, fourth, keep going, bro. Raphael, what's going on, my brother? Johnny Redwine, I will agree. It does make them look very strange. It makes them look almost like a raisin. And no disrespect to anybody, but it almost makes you look like a raisin when you lose weight that fast and you don't have the muscle mass to kind of fill in. You know what I'm saying? Ali, you from Syria? Man, shout out to Syria, Ali 2000. You see, Johnny, most people aren't talking about that. They're just talking about the weight loss. You mean what was for breakfast? What was for breakfast? I had some steak, eggs, sourdough toast, and one of these bad boys right here. We've been on for about an hour, Raphael, so I already smashed it. That's the good part about cooking steak for dinner. You can chop it up and add it to your eggs in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Spike, you understand, man. You get it. By the way, guys, if you like this kind of talk and motivation, we're growing our Discord community. If you want, you can put it in a app to join our Discord community. And yeah, we keep going and growing there when we're off camera. But it's beautiful, man. We share we share each other's meals. Fourth Wall thinks that I can send him a plate. Fourth Wall thinks I can send him a plate through the screen or through the Discord. So I tried to. It hasn't worked yet. But we have custom emojis on there on Discord. We talk about all things growth in the Discord group, guys. So you can be a part of it. Put in an inquiry, and we will check it out and see if you're a good fit for us. You know what I'm saying? Well, we got 46 poll votes. 87% say that mental growth is a choice. 13% says that mental growth is not a choice. You know another thing about mental growth that's not talked about? Listen, once you guys find out the virtual way to ship y'all, I got y'all. You're going to be the first ones, I promise you. And I'm going to make you everything. But then I'm going to try to find out how we're going to get this invention patented so we can get paid. Another thing about mental growth that is not talked about is mental nuance. Nuance is being able to think outside of your own thoughts. What does that mean, guys? I'll give it to you simple. It really means being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes, not being black and white. Like black and white would be the answer is yes or the answer is no. Nuance would be right here in the middle. You dig? As you grow mentally, you want to be nuanced in your thinking. Hold on to your beliefs, but also realize that everyone doesn't believe how you believe, and being able to understand where they've come from or where they're coming from. You know what I'm saying? You can't approach the situation thinking everybody thinks like you. You can, but you will not be mentally nuanced. I've been sober for quite some time. It makes it easier mentally and balanced. Like I am a year and a half sober from caffeine. Right. Congratulations, Spike. I'm a year and a half sober from caffeine. And guess what? I never thought in my life that caffeine would have your body in a drug like state where you would have withdrawals like you were on a drug. Nobody gonna talk about it, but it's a real thing. We're gonna talk about what nobody wanna talk about, y'all. 1017 alcohol, drugs. I could use to leave caffeine behind. It's very difficult. It's very difficult because caffeine is very, very addicting, guys. It is like a silent drug. Why? Because it's in a lot of products. We don't pay attention to it, but over time, the body starts to rely on it. I was one of those guys. I needed my cup of Joe. I needed my pre-workout. Hell, I even needed me a nice little sparkling ice on the way home. It was refreshing. What I didn't know is it was covering up for my poor sleep. You know what I'm saying? Raphael says, I agree, Will, being mentally nuanced is important because not every answer is black and white. Important decisions are going to have to take a person being nuanced. That's correct. If you are going to be in a group of people that you're growing with, growth does not happen in a fixated mind. It doesn't happen there. Growth happens when you are able to be nuanced and you're able to put yourself in someone else's shoes, seeking to understand. What's up, Gliz? Doors says without caffeine, 3 days. How are you hanging in, Doors? Are you having any symptoms of no caffeine? I had a rap sheet of symptoms. It was crazy. I literally thought it almost felt like I needed to check into a clinic. That's how bad my symptoms were when I finally kicked some caffeine. So here's a tip when you're trying to kick addictions. Here's a tip, guys. Hydrate. You're feeling dizzy. I felt dizzy too, Doors. I felt real dizzy too. You're going to want to hydrate yourself, Doors. Hydration is going to be key. Sleep quality, even though your sleep may not be as good, it's going to be key. Start going to bed earlier. Start eating more nutrient-dense foods. You know what I'm saying? Foods that give your body energy, because your body is mad that you're not giving it that instant dopamine. That's what caffeine is. It gives you that instant dopamine. But that instant dopamine can be covering up a lot of nutrient deficiencies. But I felt dizzy, dehydrated. It gave me gut issues. I was a mess. But thank God he turned that mess into a smoothie. No, I'm just kidding. He turned that mess into a masterpiece, man. So this is why, hydration in the morning has become so important for me, because caffeine is a dehydrating substance. It's a diuretic, so it makes you not only do you just urinate, but you also urinate some of your electrolytes. You know what I mean? Your salt. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you want to hydrate first thing in the morning, y'all. Your body just went 6 to 8 hours with no fluid. You want to hydrate, not just with water, but with hydrating foods or hydrating drinks. Nice and slow, let your body come to. This is why I do it. I don't do it because these smoothies look so great, because they do, and they taste great, but I do it because it gives me the hydration that I need to start my day off. I used to dehydrate myself. Now I'm hydrating myself. And it kind of works that way in life too, guys. A lot of the things that feel good are dehydrating to the mind and the spirit. But things that are good for the mind and the spirit, they take a little work, like this smoothie. You know what I'm saying? But I had to build a new habit. I couldn't get up and get that instant dopamine. I had to grind it out. I had to work it out. And guess what? I feel better hydrated now. I used to miss it. I used to miss that instant dopamine, y'all. I used to miss it, man. You get up and you're like, as soon as I get to that cup of coffee, man, I'm going to be good. People were like, man, are you a nice guy or are you a mean guy? I said, it depends if I have my coffee or not. If I have my coffee yet, you shouldn't be talking to me. If I haven't had that instant dopamine yet, don't come talk to me yet. I'm not ready. But once I have that instant dopamine, guess what? I'm going to be a happy camper. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it worked for me. But guess what I had to do? I had to change the habits, get into more hydration, and it's been better ever since. Water alone is okay, but you need more than water. You need more than water to hydrate yourself. Because when you pee or when you urinate, you're not just urinating water. Your pee don't just look like water, y'all. There's some more stuff in there. There's some salt. It's some minerals in there. 2 days ago, I had a flight. You missed the flight, Gliz? Dang, what happened? Abood, how you doing? Do you like coffee? John Peter, I did like coffee, but I haven't drank coffee. I drink smoothies in the morning now. Fourth wall, you're not a morning person? That makes sense. That makes sense. Let me see. Christian says, how do you go live? I think you need at least 50 subscribers to go live, Christian. You need 50 subscribers. Gary, how you doing, Gary? Abood says, what's your favorite food? Favorite food? Healthy or non-healthy? Healthy or non-healthy? Healthy or non-healthy food? Christian says you don't have one. Well, guess what? If you don't have one, Christian, you can't go live yet, my brother. You gotta build your people up. Abood, what's my favorite healthy meal? I'm gonna say a steak, a loaded baked potato, and broccoli. Like some Parmesan broccoli, you know what I'm saying? Miss Cooper, how you doing? What's happening? What's up? How you feeling? You doing all right? So, mental nuance. I used to think that I could only survive with coffee. I never thought that would change. Ever, ever, ever. Thank you, Abood. You can get this hat. Link in the description. Buy me a coffee. Matter of fact, I got one right here that I just sold. Let me show y'all. Somebody just bought this joint off of me. For the love of the game. Somebody just grabbed one of these. I got to go drop it off. It looks more crispy because this one's new. So it looks a lot more crispier than the one I got on. Because it's new, but I'm about to go drop this off when I leave this live stream, yo. Oh yeah. I'm good. Okay. Okay, Maine. What's happening? How you feeling? This is your merch. Yeah, boo. You can see shirts like this, and you can see hats like this. Link is in the description at Buy Me a Coffee. Check it out. You know what I'm saying? But mental nuance, guys. You know what I mean? Your situation is different from other people's. So when you approach a conversation, you got to remember everybody doesn't think like you, everybody don't feel like you. You know what I'm saying? Got 2 days left of rent till I have to move. You got some place. You got some place to go. Okay, man. What do you normally stream? When you say what do you normally stream? When I wake up, I can be like a T-Rex from Jurassic Park. I understand that. Do you get good sleep though, 4-4? Raul, are you a subscriber, bro? Mike says I want to watch you eat all day. You funny. You funny, bro. Who was I asking? What do you normally stream? I stream fitness, but not just fitness of the body, also fitness of the mind, of mood. Nah, that's gonna get a Greyhound bus to New York. I was gonna get a Greyhound bus to New York. Okay. And what are you gonna do in New York? Okay, man. You got plans or you just trying to figure it out? Dobry Rana. They're sad, man. We got to pray for Dobry Rana. Came in here sad. It's too early for that. It's too early to feel like that. Okay, Rana. Well, okay, man. We're going to be praying for you, bro, that everything aligns with what you're trying to grab, bro. You know what I'm saying? Where can you find this playlist? I think I found this playlist on, it's some type of labs thing. I forget. Let me see if I can find it for you. Let's go, let's grow. That's right, John Peter. But yeah, nuance, mental nuance. I actually downloaded it off of some labs joint. It's some type of music labs where they have non-copyrighted music. You know what I mean? Somebody help out Rock Empowerment, a little bot that just came in. I have $10 left in my name. Listen. That's a tough situation, okay, man. It's real tough. I got you, fourth wall. If you get bad sleep, you may need to try out some magnesium. That's what I'm saying? Christian. Oh, yeah. We see your name, actually, Christian. Okay, man says, what do I do? Well, when you go to New York, do you have somewhere to go? Like, are you going to New York? What's making you go to New York? Because the first thing I'm gonna say is I would go to a shelter to get on my feet. That's the first thing I would do. If I was homeless, I would go to a shelter to get on my feet. Yeah, okay, man. So yeah, I would go to a shelter and get on my feet, bro. That's what I would do. I would go to a shelter. I'd be humble, go follow what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? And a rock empowerment. You're not empowering nobody, bro. Come on, man. Change your name. Change your name to Rock the Debbie Downer. Come on, bro. I would be humble. I would go to a shelter. I would comply with whatever they're saying, eventually get a job, start saving up, and then get on my feet. That's what I would do. If it were I would stay low to the ground until I could get up. That's what I would do. Yeah, sleep. I would definitely be focused on making sure I'm hydrated, making sure I don't have too much screen time before bed, and also I would also add magnesium to my diet. Fourth of all, let me ask you this: do you drink caffeine? Fourth of all, Raphael says, Will, when it comes to being more nuanced, how can someone get more nuanced? What tips and advice would you give to someone? There's a good question to have more of that mindset. I think the first thing that people have to do is they have to realize that their thinking is not the only way to think. I think that's number one. Raphael, you got to come to that realization that what you've seen in your life, what you're currently going through, and what your environment is not everyone's environment. When you think that your environment and how you think is the only way, you're never going to be more nuanced until you get out of that thinking. So you got to first understand that in order to go anywhere as far as being nuanced. I have to sell my brother's bike so I can get a 9 hour bus from New York. Yeah, okay, man. You're in a rough situation. Like I said, I would go to the shelter and I would go to the shelter and get get down so I can get up. Leverage debt to make money. Rock empowerment. They leverage debt to make money because they already have money. They take out loans because they already have money. They know they'll never be in default. That's what the rich do. They don't just take out money. They take out money because they got money. Why do people steal someone's ID? Sometimes they sell it on the dark web, bro. Unfortunately, I still think it's weird, but that's what they do. Debt utilization versus debt availability is key to understand. Don't use but have. That's when banks love you. There you go, maker. That's right. No, use other people's money. The oldest principle in the book. That's what the rich do. They use other people's money. That's correct. You haven't had caffeine since yesterday. Fourth wall, that could be affecting your sleep though, brother. That's really what I'm trying to get at. That could be affecting your sleep. I turned 21 in a couple of months. Hopefully I can get myself a nice dinner. We hope so too. Only had one bang energy. Yeah, caffeine will affect your sleep too, guys. That's really what I'm trying to get at. It affects your sleep. Did you serve in the military? I didn't, bro. Where would you recommend investing your money? How much money we talking about, Mike? Like if you got 25K, I would tell you to open up a high yield savings account first. You live off coffee? Maker says, what is your channel about? Well, I'll give you an example. Today is the Breakfast Club where we eat breakfast, but we also eat wisdom. So we talk about mental fitness, physical fitness, spiritual fitness. Let's get fit as a whole person, not just a half person. Let's go. Just a couple hundred a month. Mike, I'll tell you this much. If it's a couple $100 a month, I would tell you if it's long term investment, I would invest long term into the market. Why? Because the market 10 years, every 10 years, the market is always up. Every 10 years, the market is always up. So if you are a long-term investment, I would say invest into the market. If you're looking for short-term earnings, like short-term dividends, I would say the new 401k or ETF is crypto. I agree with that. Crypto, high yield mutual. Yes. Yes. If you have, like I said, 25K, you can get a quick investment or a quick residual or dividend on your 25K, 4 to 5%, depending on what bank. What market? The stock market or the crypto market. Long term, you got to remember, crypto is still fairly new. Long term, crypto is going to be big long term. And the stock market is always up every 10 years. So if $100, a couple $100 a month, just don't look at the numbers. Just keep investing into the stocks that are blue chip, Amazons, your Apples, those type of things. What's going on, Jazzy? Venuso, what's up? Time in the market would always be time in the market. There you go. A couple hundred a month. See, Maker letting you know how to make it. It's investing long term. That's what's going to help you. A lot of those short term things will burn you. That's the problem. A lot of those short term returns will burn you. I've seen it many times, many times. People get in options, and some people are good at it, but boy, will options, you know, blow you. So I should invest in crypto and Apple and Amazon stocks. Yes, but Mike, this is the thing. When you're investing, you can't keep looking at what numbers are in there every day. You got to just keep putting in, because over time, that's where you're going to make your money. Jazzy said, today my birthday. Jazzy, we're going to wish you a happy birthday, but I'm going to remove your age just to protect you as the viewer. Okay. All right. But shout out and happy birthday to Jazzy. Pay to the news, or pay attention to the news. I think that's what Venuso's saying. AI and robotics are the future. Sure, AI and robotics are the future, but the market ain't going nowhere, Rock. It ain't going nowhere. If anything, it's growing. I lost trust in crypto after NFTs. NFTs were never a real thing. NFTs was just hype. You know what NFTs taught me, guys? NFTs taught me that if you have enough hype and enough celebrity push behind something, you can sell anything to the masses. That's what NFTs taught me. Still don't trust in it as no real underlying value being created. Decentralization of currency, no more as corps control it. Educate me, sir. Yeah, crypto. The whole point of crypto is it's safer because it's digital. You can't forge it. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely more stable than actual money. You can't forge it. You can't print it. You know what I'm saying? Will I lose money in doing that, or do the stocks just go up? Mike, every 10 years the stocks are up. So if you're looking for a short-term investment, I wouldn't say do that. If you're looking for it to be, this is all long-term. So if you're looking to have a nice, something in 10 years, that's what I would say. Or you can build your savings until you get to 25K if you want it to be a safe investment. And you can just open up a high yield savings account on the 25K, keep building that, and keep getting the 4 to 5% every month sent to your bank account. NFT, hell no. Yeah, Rock. NFTs were just hype. We didn't even know what it was. We were paying hundreds and thousands of dollars for a picture on a screen. That's weird. That's weird. Did you see my comment? I think my service is acting up. Let me see. The comments are going fast, guys. Let's see. Do you think tell somebody to smile when somebody's going through something, even though you don't know the situation, disrespectful? I wouldn't say it's disrespectful, but it could be ignorant. Disrespect and ignorance is different. Snoop Dogg wrote The Independence of Gin and Juice. See what I'm saying? You get enough people behind something, a picture with the dog wearing a chain, and he says it's 100,000, and people bought it. I thought that was crazy. It's no middleman and replaces Swift system. No more wiring money. That's right, Venuso. It kills the opportunity to forge money. But apps have all our info. They do, Maker. But what does that mean though? Utility coins, sure. H bar XRP are utility coins. Yes. Once I have money, I'm gonna create art and sell it to my friends. Maker, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. So back to the point, guys. I think we belabored the whole point in the first place. We talked about mental growth. Is mental growth a choice? I think I'm going to post the polls right here so you guys can see it for yourself. But it says not 70 or 83% believe that mental growth is a choice. 16% don't believe it. I believe that mental growth is a choice, even if you're in the wrong environment. You can leverage your environment by changing your mind one thought at a time. And you can use the things that were meant for your bad, you can use them for your good. You can use them as a springboard to catapult you into your goals and your dreams and aspirations, right? You can use growing up in the wrong neighborhood to teach you helping others in their situation when you move out of that neighborhood, right? There's people that I've known that are rich that are strung out on drugs because they don't know how to operate because all they know is money. You know what I'm saying? They don't know relationships, they don't know family. So, with that being said, it's an opportunity. Every loss is a lesson and an opportunity. It depends on your perspective. You change your perspective, guess what you change? You change your life, y'all. You change your perspective, you change your life. I'm gonna read a couple more. Of course it is, unless you're born. There you go, rock fan. It is unless you're born with a severe disability. There you go. And we're seeing with technology, we're seeing people that have disabilities that are showing you that they're still trying, even with their disability, which is very, very amazing to see. Mental growth is lesson that we're taking as is not a setback, but a catalyst every time, both macro. I love that, Venuso. Be best first $100 investment. Fill up your gas tank, go to work. Next 100, invest regularly. Maker, I love that. I love that. Who's gonna be like number 30? We're at 29 likes, one away from 30. Who's gonna be like number 30? So I can give you a shout out on the Breakfast Club. Let's go. Here you go, 30. It's still showing 29 for me. Let's go. 30 likes in the building. Let's go. Listen, at this channel, we try to be nuanced. We try to bring up topics that are relevant, that will help us all go and grow together. Listen, I appreciate you all coming by. We hit 30 likes, but I just want to be your friendly reminder, man. Listen, be whole, keep going, keep growing. And like Raphael said, if you like conversations like this, join our Discord. That way we can continue the story. But I'm going to get some work in, man. I got to go drop this hat off. The guy gave me a $15 tip. I said, dude, you don't got to give me a tip, man. You bought the hat already. He's like, man, I love what you're doing. Just take the tip. Let's go. So I'm going to drop this off to him, and then I'm going to get on to training some clients, man. Manifest the emotion of being rich, successful, not actual money. That's how manifestation will work. Yeah, manifestation can work, but I tell you what, manifestation doesn't work if you don't. Let's go. That's a bar. Check this out. I'm gonna say this for a YouTube short. Manifestation can work, but manifestation doesn't work if you don't. Let's go. Let's go. So listen, man, I appreciate y'all stopping by. I appreciate you. Remember, no matter what you're going through, look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, let's go. Let's grow. Let's go. Let's grow, baby. I appreciate you subbing. I appreciate you liking. I see you on the next one. And I'll see my Discord family for about 15 minutes in Discord after this one. I love y'all, man. Let's go.